To the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gordon. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here. And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And you know how scouts always talk about checking all the boxes? I think this young man does exactly that when you're looking for an NFL quarterback. Proven leader. Teams went 43-6 while he was in college. Has speed, dual threat ability, and the production off the charts while he was in school, and also did a nice job of limiting turnovers. When you put it all together, there's a lot to be excited about for this young quarterback.
Second and a couple. Bootlegging out here, Ritter. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Ritter. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Yeah, and on third down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
On the return is Jones. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Bengals make their way out on offense for the first time, led by their 5th-year quarterback out of LSU, Joe Burrow.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
7 yards there and a 1st down. Right back to Moss. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Moss. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the 1st down. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Moss out of the shotgun. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Burrow looking to pass. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Burrow. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Here's Madison running on first down, and he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Ritter from the gun on third down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
On first down, Abdullah. And he'll work down inside the 45. The Raiders at 2-6 now on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. With the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. On play action, here's Ritter. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It was Miles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here. He is up there among the NFL leaders in TD passes. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. On first down, they'll start out with... Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They've got the ball in a great spot here, already inside the red zone following that fumble recovery. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Play action. It's Burrow. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Abdullah to return. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Ritter. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Ritter back to throw. This a screen to Abdullah. Finding room at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Going play action. Ritter. Forced, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sam Hubbard. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Working from the gun, Ritter. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Back to throw, Ritter. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They were losers to Philadelphia a week ago. Now they find themselves in the lead as they start this drive. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Moss. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Buying time to his left. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the 1st down. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. That's caught. Andre Yoshivas. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Here's Burrow. That's caught. It's a rookie from Alabama. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better, had time to survey the field, and still couldn't find an open receiver.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Jones. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man is Yoshivas. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a one-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score.
Anybody's game at 7-0, as both of these defenses have been out there trying to one-up one another.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he's going to be wrangled down quickly after the catch up at the 45-yard line. Burrow will throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now it's Burrow. This one complete to Yoshivas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here we go. The quick throw by Burrow is complete. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Like the footwork back there. I thought you did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So a new man under center here, Charles. It's the ultra-rare quarterback trade, and he delivers a strike there.
And you just don't see this happen very often. Changing of teams during the season at the quarterback position, but they expect impact from him, and they should get it.
16 more on that one and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones are...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sam Hubbard able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Ritter now. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They'll go Madison up the middle. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate.
2nd and 5 from the 8.
Another carry now for Madison. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Madison is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we... And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Alexander Madison with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Jesus, second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Now Burrow. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Burrow looking to pass. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. He'll drop to throw. On the right side open is Gesicki. And that's good for a gain of 6, and 3rd and 1 now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for this with Moss.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. He'll look to throw.
And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Back to throw here. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
They'll go up the middle here with Moss.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson.
This to swell the lead to 6.
McPherson's kick is good.
And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
So the Raiders now down by 6. A minute 50 to play. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. Open man down the field. It's Bowers. And they'll make sure he's touched down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Ritter. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And now all the focus, it shifts to the Bengals, trailing by a point, a little over 40 seconds to go. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on first down. Now Burrow. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. To throw, Burrow. And that's into the hands of Gesicki. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Burrow. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
McPherson's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. The home crowd here absolutely loves it, as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here, but they're all willing to buy him dinner tonight, aren't they?
Oh, they don't care. He's a man of the people right now. That is incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Here's Ritter. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Cincinnati, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11.